Hello everyone and welcome to another great stream here in Boros MTG. Today is Monday the 17th. And on Friday I'm gonna go to the RC in Antwerp. So last 4 days of playing Modern for the tournament. And I think I'm much settled on Simic Ritual now. I've liked the deck. I think it's fun, it's good, it beats some of the decks I want to beat. And yeah, today we are trying different approach. In this case, I cut Otawara and any weird colored lands or just a very straight mana base with 9 fetch lands. And 4 green, 1 blue, and then 2 Boseijus. I did also cut the Otawara. I did not like it. The card was medium, like you almost never get to bounce something with it. So that card was taken. I'm playing 1 Thundertrap Trainer. I saw this in the list, and yeah, I think it's worse on turn 2 than most spells. It can get Flare, but not a land if that's what you are needing. But it's easy castable for 6 mana and you get 2 cards, and getting, for example, 2 counter spells from it is very good. I don't know, just a try instead of flip flip. I'm also trying only 3 Oculus. I've been liking 3 Oculus. The card is great, but it's too easy to draw 2 of them. Usually the math is that you draw 1 Oculus in hand each 39% of games, while if you only play 3 instead of 4, you draw it in hand 33, 34%. But also changes is by drawing 2, you usually get to draw on the first 2-3 turns of the game in the top 9 cards of your deck. Manu, thanks for the sub. 35 months. In the top 9 cards. In the top 9 cards of the deck, with 3 you have a chance of drawing it 5% of games, while by playing 4 you have a chance of drawing it 10% of games. So instead of in the first 2 turns you have 2 Oculus in hands in 1 each of 10 games, while playing 3 you only have 1 in hand, 2 in hands, 1 each 5 games, which is a relevant math. Have you already selected Simic Ritual at the deck for the tournament? Yes, mostly yes. I think I'm liking this deck. Then other thing I'm playing is Quantum Riddle, no scam, nothing special, just 2 Riddlers. It's a nice end game and some nice way to gain advantage. This also, I don't like it very much with Ritual because usually you want to recast Riddler, but having it as a option for late game top deck seems okay. I'm trying it today. The card has been mostly a 4, sometimes a 8. Yes, this is what I'm playing in the RC probably. Not the exact list, but the archetype, yes. Then sideboards, 3 Propaganda, 2 Nature's Claim. Nature's Claim, I haven't tested it yet. It seems decent in my head, and it can get out with Shardless, it can get out with some things, and it's good when your opponent plays something like Boros, while we have been seeing Boros with what's the name? Vexing Bubbles. So that's a tool that you get. And also just a 2 of Nature's Claim to just get a fast Saga or get a fast Bombardment from some decks. It's fine. I think it might be a good idea. I would like to play a Thirst Scalding, 1 Force of Vigor in the sideboard, and Force of Negation, like 18 cards is the 18 cards is the number I want to fit in those 15 I'm allowed to play. So let's see how I can manage that. Let's go into the league, see what happens. I also cut 1 Shardless to fit the second Riddler, which has been fine. At the start I cut 1 Oculus for Subtlety. Thief, thanks for the 5 months. Thank you for the subscription. Also, there is a way I would like to play a 3rd Dismember, but I don't know. I would probably want to play 1.5 Endurance. Endurance is one of the weakest cards, but I think 2 is still a good thing, and there is still a lot of flage in the format, so that Endurance does a lot. So, Rodon against Azar of lands and not a lot of spells. I think I keep this. We have a Surveillant and things. This is Boros Energy. Boros Energy is not the best matchup, but let's see. Plains, Guide of Souls. Yes, sure. For example, if you play Culling Ritual in the sideboard, Boros Energy is a better matchup, but I come to the conclusion that Culling Ritual is not a great card against Prowess. Another land. I need to draw some gas. Probably if I would have known 100% that my opponent was playing Boros, I would have been Mole. I would have Mole, also Pride. Okay, this is starting to get out of hand. 3, 4 cats, tokens, Ritual. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ritual and get the other Surveillant to try to snap a creature. 6, 8, 6, 7. Okay, this is gonna get Foss for sure. I'm mostly dead. Calling Oracle, yeah, sure. And Oracle, land. Another land is not whatever. So they're probably galvanic. This in response. I'm probably dead. So I get a try. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7 lands. Yeah. Any way of winning this is with an Oculus. And then Riddlering up something next turn. Shardless. I'm at 9. Pride cannot attack. Pride can attack on the air. Maybe they have Flage. That's this. 4 mana. And Flage on the manifest, I guess. So they're targeting the manifest token. Yeah, sure. Or maybe they don't even attack. They can attack with this. They attack with everything. 6 tokens. They can make this a 5/5. And this dies. You could attack with those two. They already have the His Blessing. Yeah. 7. Okay. Here I have to block my last land. I have still some basics. Energy. So. Trainer. Trainer gives me 2 bodies, but I guess I'm dead. 4 energy. 4. Draw cards. Draw 1 card. Have any more forest in the deck. Can take 2 and trainer. Yeah, I guess this is a very bad play, but I guess it's good enough. Cast with offspring. Yeah. I think Riddler is not winning this game. No hits. First time I cast this, first already a no hit. Flare. End of turn. This is DMC2. Quattle. Draw another Quattle. So block. Energy. It's pretty bad. This here. This kills 1. Okariko. Thanks for the 2 months. Thank you. Also that gets there. This comes here. This hits a cat. Go to 3. Is that lethal? 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, yeah, it was lethal. Okay, so Harbinger. We could keep 1. Scalding. Claim. Chicken in the brain. Okay, thanks for the 2 months. Subscription. Thank you very much. So, Subtlety. I'm gonna cut the Harbinger. They tend to play some Bombardment, Blood Moon, Fable, Thraven Charm, Wrath of the Skies. Wrath of the Skies is dangerous card. I'm gonna cut a Flare. Atlas is okay. What can I cut? Flare, Oculus. I'm gonna try cut House of Negations. I don't know how much Wrath of the Skies they're playing against me. They're probably boarding in something like Vexing Bubbles, Wrath of the Skies, Fable, Wear Tear. I'm gonna play the top lands so that my Espancotal gets to do something as soon as possible. Maybe playing 9 fetch lands, you have to play 3 and 2. Vexing Bubble, sure. Yeah, we were ready for this. Green, blue, Coiling. I will wish to draw a card. Land gets played. Guide of Souls and pass. Here I could try get somewhere, but I'm gonna Oracle. Wrath of the Skies isn't that good anymore with Riddler around. Yeah, it's not that great, but okay. So they discharge my spell. Yeah, sure. Maybe it's just 2 energy, play a spell, and use this as Ritual. Pride. Yeah, already playing too many green fetches. Yeah, 3 energy. This flies. Scalding is a bit late to the party, but what do they have? They have not put up pressure. I'm gonna play the Propaganda. This takes a lot of pressure from their mana, but Ocelot. There are 3 cards that are very good from the Boros matchup. It's Ocelot Pride, Bombardment, and Ajani. Those 3 cards are hard to deal with. Okay, the Wear Tear there. Now that's a Flage. Ajani. I'm not winning this game. Too many 1 mana spells. Okay. I should probably be playing 1 more blue land. I have seen a list yesterday that made top at the Italian Nationals. It's this. It played 2 Fire Magic in the sideboard. I think it's Fire Magic doesn't kill the Guide of Souls pretty good, so or it just helps to flip a Johnny, so I'm not sure on that card being great. It's also not a good card against Prowess. Kahira. Okay, so play this. Boros Energy, I think it's a great deck for the RC. Iron Core. Delta, Surveil. Is deck real? Yes. Land drops are made. Most next. That's most probably the deck I'm playing at the regional championship this weekend. So I guess I hope it's real. Orange Chant goes to the grave. Attack for 1. More snakes. And let's play it. So next turn I might play Ritual with Flare back up and Force of Negation, which seems decent. Gemstone Caverns. That's aggressive. This card is weird at least. So here I could try to trade some cards up. They're gonna flare, counter spell. I'm gonna play the Ritual. And if they counter, Spell Snare. Not cast another Spell Snare. Ritual resolves. Esfanquato. You just try to draw cards here. No reason to get more aggressive than you need. Hi Dario. That is fine. I have 4 cards in graveyard from the 6 needed for Oculus. But it doesn't have a lot of more lands. This a Teferi. Yeah, Teferi is not going to resolve. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, Gemstone Caverns is something. I'm gonna cast Riddler. Land. Go. So Warp goes on bottom. Probably still eating the Quaddle. I like the Riddler to be exiled. No counter spell yet for me, but some good pressure. 5 mana. This is Wrath of the Skies. 6 is 3. Yeah, sure. Wrath of the Skies. This is fine. I don't care about this at all. Land Quaddle. This attacks. Another Dismember. Probably one of the worst cards you can draw in this matchup. I guess I'm gonna Shardless something. Burning Ritual. And I could play Sync, but I'm gonna not play Sync here. Harbinger. Go. Now, they don't have that much white mana, so no Wrath. Narset. Sure. They could have a Days Undoing, but Days Undoing. That's bad. Yeah, okay, resolves. Hydra 1, attack into Narset. Oh, they didn't. Okay, they did not. Anytime, yeah, sure. 3. This gets eaten for Trainer. Force of Negation. Hello. They have Force of Negation. They have 7 new cards. Yeah. If I had a counter there, I would have won. But not lucky enough. 7 cards, 7 cards. I would have played the Oculus instead of just value. What is this? Otawara. Yeah. Are you playing Eternal Weekend? Yes, I will. Narset dies. Harbinger gets played. They're probably counterspelling this. No. Why did they Otawara? Wrath there. As a march there. Sure, yes. That's not the game I'm playing. I'm not playing Boseiju because I'm a bit afraid of Orim's Chant on Isochron Scepter. Solitude, yes. They're fetching and playing another Solitude. Okay. Gonna Hedge Mace here. Oculus goes to the grave. Are you playing the Riddler? Not a great Riddler, but still a Riddler. No, this Prowess is the worst matchup, but Prowess is a bad deck. So truly it's overplayed for a deck that has no good matchup on the top 6 decks of the format or an average of 48% win rate in the whole field. So just overplay because it's fast and easy and fun and whatever. Verdict. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm missing 1 card to play Oculus. Console the charts. No. Not. Have you considered Amulet? Yes, and I will not play Amulet. No, I didn't consider Amulet. Deck is boring. I don't like the deck. I cannot play it on Magic Online, so that makes the deck terrible for me. Yeah, but I don't like the infinite combos with the Amulet deck. Have been troublesome. Sync. Oculus. This is gonna be a hard Oculus to... They have 1 card in hand. So let's see. It has Solitude. Lorien draw 3. Wow. Okay, here I get something. I guess a Quaddle. I have a competitive Magic question. Should you high roll or auto the even? Oculus, yes, Oculus is a card. What do you do if your opponent goes infinite life? Depends on the deck, what I'm playing. I'm playing a deck that can beat that. I'm playing a deck that cannot beat that. Like, most of cases, I'm conceding if I know they will beat me. But other cases, maybe not. Yalmouth with Wolf and Riddler, for example, I'm conceding, most likely. If they have Yalmouth with Wolf, also, if they have, they probably are drawing the whole deck, and they're beating me next turn anyway, so no real reason to attack the fairy. Okay, I'm gonna concede here. This game is over. Yeah, I got them very hard, and was missing one more counter for the no card draw. Depending on my deck, also, can I beat Infinite Life? Can I beat... So like I say, it depends what deck I'm playing. What game is it? Is it on Magic Online? My opponent manages to get 10,000 life on Magic Online. Then those are the relevant questions there. So I guess this is the sideboarding here. Yeah, you can deck them in some decks that... Also depends. On paper, with most of decks, I'm conceding. If my opponent goes to the Infinite Life plan, I'm conceding. But probably on Legacy, I'm not conceding. Most of the decks in Legacy can beat Infinite Life. Charles is a nice card. Like I said, it depends a lot on what I'm playing. If I'm playing is it Prowess, I'm conceding for sure. I'm not gonna win that game. If I'm playing Boros Energy, probably... So it depends a lot. On MTGO, it depends on what my time is about. If I'm playing here on stream and my deck is not gonna play a nice game, I'm just waiting there to sit how I die, I'm probably conceding. But I don't think Yawmoth is a good deck to play in paper. My experience is that the draw rate of Yawmoth in paper is super high. Mostly because the deck is not that played anymore, and that makes it a bit that players don't understand what is happening, and that means that the games are longer. The deck has a lot of moving objects and game actions to be taken. So, like I said, there are games I can fight, there are games I cannot fight. Dispute, yeah, Dispute is a good card. I have Flare, Subtlety, and Dispute. And the next turn I will have Think, 3 mana. No place. Fine. I have Flare. Okay. They will need a lot of gas here. I have 4 power on board. You don't need to overextend into a Wrath here. Keep your counter well. Pass a turn. Surveil if you can. 4 mana. No spells. Okay. If they're not doing anything, I don't need to do anything. I'm gonna put this on top. This is a nice pressure for later. Still 6 cards, so I don't have to discard. March. Subtlety. 7. Dispute the Subtlety. And I concede. Okay. Now I will play Sync into Stupor on tap, so I can Subtlety with double Flare. This is not lethal, but almost. And then this game you have to get some pressure and just assemble a lot of counters for their relevant spells. And don't let a Teferi resolve. Simi confirm it? Mostly. Captain, thanks for the follow. Something weird can happen, but I'm pretty confident with my deck choice. I'm liking the deck, enjoying the play pattern. Need to end up deciding on the last 5 spots. And I keep seeing very good results of the deck, so that means at least I'm not in a wrong spot. Some worse can happen? No, for sure not. Not gonna play Yawmoth. I play creatures and attack is not my game. Even if this is the case, a lot of play creatures. Blutron, no. So probably the deck I would have loved to play is the Eldrazi Tron. I'm gonna play next, but I don't think you can run with Eldrazi Tron in a field full of Consign to Memory, Amulet Titans, and 4 Charmos in the sideboard. Yeah, this deck is for me, this deck is more like playing some Omnath. Yeah, I've been thinking about the Washington, and I don't think that card makes the cut. It doesn't draw for 2 mana. It's a card that draws nothing. For 4, you draw 1. The mole. I'm not gonna play the mole. So I don't know if you saw the video I uploaded to socials this week, but it's fun. We're gonna watch it after this. So hedge maze, a land will not be bad. Also, anything is good in this spot. And of course, it's not something I want to draw. I will post it here. We are gonna watch it here on YouTube, on Twitch. Subtlety. Subtlety is a card I don't want to draw yet. Opponent is on the slow side of the world. Blue-white control players playing slow. Never a great way to victory. I should have played the land. Oh, no, just saying that my opponent is playing blue-white with playing slow. I considered the first game pretty early, but the game could have dragged 10 more minutes, 5 on each side, and so here I should have played Coiling Oracle, but I don't want to run into a Teferi, so this makes them fearing dispute from my side. This gets played. This card. The deck has to have some problems if you're playing Gemstone Caverns. The card is terrible. I've seen a list playing Gemstone Caverns, and I think if you're not playing a very fast deck, Caverns is not... Like, you want Caverns to be able to play ahead on curve. What is this? They are tapping out on... You should not. Riddler versions is better to you. I'm playing both today. I'm playing 3 Charlottes to Riddler. I'm not sure. Both cards are strong. Katami, thanks for the sub on 30 months.
I hate this deck. Love you though.
So, here. Here I guess I'm just shocking myself on casting. I have a Quaddle, which gets pressure going. I got it. Hallowed Fountain untapped. And that's a Teferi. Teferi is face Subtlety. Sink it. They probably have a dispute, so I'm not going to sink it. Not yet. They play another Subtlety here. Okay, so this means that this resolve. Let me think 1 second. Salt is pretty bad because they can do it again. They have dispute. Subtlety this. I play Quaddle. I'm gonna think the Fairy. Now they can dispute. Yeah. I need to get the cards out of their hand. Okay, fine. The Fairy resolved. That's hard. Yeah, them having Subtlety there was not a great thing. I'm playing Quaddle. Hope to draw a land. I can Quaddle again. So that this is pressuring the Teferi a bit. There's a death touch. I could get Wrathed. It's turn 5. I haven't played a land. Opponent cast Teferi. I have a lot of counters, so it's still fine. If I'm happy with drawing 2 counters and drawing a land to play my Quaddle without exposing Boseiju. If I'm able to pressure the Teferi, they miss the land, so okay. This is also a nice card. Attack Teferi. They might need to solitude this Subtlety. March there, yeah. This takes 1. Play Riddler. No disputes. Okay. Coiling Oracle. I guess it's better to cast Ritual here. Ritual. And let's get something from this. Flare. Okay. I'm eating the Riddler and taking Subtlety. It's good pressure. I'm fine. So X6. Opponent found a land, and this is Narset. I don't care much about Narset yet. If they don't get something to kill my creatures. If I get rid of the Teferi, I think I win the game. They found another Teferi. That's gonna be troublesome, but not gonna resolve. So this attacks Teferi, this attacks Narset. Not 100% sure this is the best attacks, but it is what they cannot march. Okay, the surveilling. I'm going to get rid of the Teferis. No Teferi for my opponent. That's good. Shadless, Trainer, Dispute. In case the Teferi resolves. I'm gonna get Sync, yes. A Flare would have been great there, but whatever. Endurance, Shadless. They have Trainer for Endurance, and Endurance myself. This slows an Oculus down, but it's good against most of the rest. They get Narset, yep. Orange Chant, yep. Isocron Scepter, yeah, sure. I have Boseiju lying around. If I kill the Scepter in response, do they get to cast the card? I think no. There will be no copy exiled, or maybe yes. They choose to use Boseiju, land tap. What does MST live tomorrow? I don't know. 5, 6. Choose to use Isochron Scepter ability. Okay, they can still chant me with Kicker. Okay, that's fine. I cannot attack, or oh, I can attack. Why did I was able to attack? I don't know. So here they could have an Oculus. Yeah, that's 5. I'm not gonna get Oculus because it's a good end game. Okay. They didn't kick it, yeah? Okay. They probably just misclicked, but I don't think they're winning this. 3, 6, 7. They need to Teferi. They need to have a verdict to start with. That's 2 mana. Consolidate Dark Trust, yeah, that resolves. Maybe I should have not let them resolve this. That can be a verdict. Still, I'm winning. Yeah, sure. I think I'm winning, but probably I should have disputed that. Oracle, Edge Mace, hand, goes to the grave. Go. Now it's Oculus time. This is a good Oculus there. Refill Oculus. Misty Rainforest. Tef. Go to 2. What should I do? Flare this. Maybe I should could have played Oracle and Sync. 2 cards remaining. Gonna dispute this. They pay. They counterspell this. 1 card. I'm gonna just flare this. I still have this. Okay, my opponent concedes. Yeah, just classic overdraw. We draw more cards and then why not leave card on top and play Oracle? Oh yeah, that was okay. I messed up there. This is the video from that I was mentioning. I usually don't open boosters. I'm very bad at opening boosters, but with us, it's from the Avatar new set came out today. It includes some boosters, jumpstart boosters, started kits, very cool. And the box is really cool. 130 cards, and then some collector. I opened one collector booster earlier on stream, and I got a. This card got already sold for like 100 euros, which is crazy. Open one of the collector. And then I just opened one random booster for the video and see what happens. I like the design a lot. It's a great design with the we got an Ari token. Opening this card. I don't know. I didn't know what that card was. It's like, yeah, some shiny cardboard. And yeah, totally so nice. Zero clue what this was. And then I opened more cards. And I was like putting the cards on, like looking what that card was. Just for the text, I found that card is over 1k. Most likely to be a 2k card, which is crazy. Still some uneasy to sell cards, but that you can open a full month of work by just one random booster is so much gambling. I don't like that, to say the truth. Okay, round 3 against... ME, NAF, something. 2 lands, Ritual. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Sacred Foundry, Ragavan. That's gonna get flared. So Sabal with Flare. This gets a bit of tempo. I put the card on top. And Sabal not the card I ordered. Ragavan, no dash. Okay, Marsh Flat. So this is Boros energy. What do I want to do? I can play Sync. I can play Boseiju. I'm gonna play Boseiju. I would like to play Trainer, but if I play Trainer, this gets eaten by Flage. Just a very on-curve Flage. Probably just play Ambush Viper. Literally Viper. Maybe we get Gulf, Forests, Oculus. Not a card I want, neither a card my opponent can't use. So Ocelot Pride. I'm gonna let them have the Ocelots. Trainer blocks Ocelot. Pretty Trainer gets cast. Flare. Sing gets played. Go. One Surveil. Next turn I can get Ritual going. Only have 2 Oculus left. Massive Mountain. 2 cards remaining. Probably attacking with Ragavan. Raven Charm. Okay, yeah, that's not great for me. And Seasoned Pyro. The Flare on Sabal. Now they're gonna redraw the Seasoned, but that's not gonna be great. Gonna play Pyromancer, draw 2. Have some tokens there. Miracle told the Sync for the Pyromancer, but using 3 mana to do nothing is not my biggest wish. I need to get back into the game somehow. Eat this. Get an agent. This is just because it blocks Pride. It's a very medium card. So they cast Pyro. Let's see what they draw. A removal will be land. Okay. They have Ajani. I'm so dead. Maybe I should block and try to do something against Ajani. Okay, I'm dead. They just overwhelmed me. Force of negation. Oh, maybe subtlety is better. Yeah. And then this like Cooling Ritual is great against Boros, but bad against Prowess. Yeah. Propaganda is not that great against this matchup. Yeah. The aggressive red decks are... I'm not that sure on Propaganda. They have a few wear tears, so not like I enjoy that a lot. Better than Harbinger. Yeah, of course. It's yeah, this hand doesn't do anything relevant. Yeah, I guess. Bottom subtlety, and let's see how much those Coatls get there. Harbinger is not terrific against them, but also not amazing. We have to make some requests to have opposition. Opposition is not a modern legal card. On 7th edition last time, probably. Ocelot Pride, yeah, sure. I'll play this. Then, okay. I have a lot of snakes. Vexing Bubble, sure. I bought some Torment Propaganda just in case I would like to hold. Yeah, it's a good card. How is the Simic against Eldrasis? It beats them. Okay, you have a lot of cards, but I will wish to draw on tap land. It's not it. So, Surveil. Here's the land I wanted last turn. Against Eldrazi, you play a lot of counters, you play Consign, and you play a lot of Harbingers of the Seas. So I'm pretty sure that's a good matchup. Dashed Ragavan. Yeah, sure. Gonna double block here. Yeah, it might be that opposition. Okay, they have the Galvanic variable. I have never seen an opposition in Modern, so it's... Okay, so yeah. They got everything. 3 cards, lot of tokens, lot of... Whoa. That's a lot of tokens, in fact. Yeah, also at price. So I'm gonna play Propaganda. They can pay for the both of the prides. Propaganda has been fine for the Prowess matchup. I don't think it's good against the Boros. You'll need to solve this. Hasty Ragavan. Yeah, sure. Attack as much as you want. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, correct. Still a lot of tokens coming again. I'm at 10. More tokens. Those tokens are not very dangerous if you are not counting on to Oculus. 3 cards in my graveyard. Oculus. I'm gonna put Oculus in the grave. Why not blocking the monkey? Because I had no mana. I played Propaganda, so 3 mana, 1 mana. Or I play Propaganda, or I play the Coatl. Because you have to get rid of the Pride. That's a dangerous card in this spot. No Oculus here. No land. If I draw land, I cannot play any relevant spells. So I am at 9. Oh, this is exerted. I'll play Burden Ritual. Maybe I can trade the Quata for something that blocks. No, that's not something that blocks. At least not something that blocks well. Land is fine. Would have wished to have drawn land earlier. Yeah, I wanted to kill the Ocelot. You need to get rid of the Ocelots. Ragavan is just 2 damage. Ocelot is a good card in this matchup. Like Ocelot, Bombardment, and Underjourney are the 3 cards that you really care about. So they get more tokens. There's 1 damage coming in. They pay. That means that next turn they are not gonna have that many treasures to work with. Treasure. Yeah. I'm gonna trade here. More tokens. Surveillant. They have a Ragavan. They eat a lot of treasures. So 6 cards in my grave. Ragavan gets played. Ocelot Pride does its thing. Breeding Pool. Tapped. Go. Nature's Claim. Nature's Claim is not an amazing draw here, but I think Oculus will do the job mostly. I could have played the Ice Funk there. Maybe it was worth. Yeah, Riddler. This is a nice card to flip. Now, let's see. Now they are in a tough spot where they want to attack, but they cannot attack with everything. Let's see. Poseidon. Okay, this is a Riddler. That's not going to flip now. Oculus, Coatl attacks. I'm gonna eat Coatl with Ritual. So I'm gonna play Boseiju. Ay! Oh, I forgot I already have a Boseiju. Okay, that was a big punt. Surveil, Charm, Bombardment, or Fletch. I have cards for this. So now Coatl gets eaten. And another Oculus. Propaganda. Okay, I can flare pretty freely now. With Oracle, for example. And another Oracle. 6 life. Bombardment. That's not gonna happen. At least not yet. Green, blue. Turn this creature. Flare with Oracle. Not going to happen. They have a second one. Yes, sure. Pyro. Also, that's also okay. I put it at 17. They will gain some life here. No attacks this turn. That's 14. More cats, more energies, more lives, more tokens, a lot more tokens. I'm gonna cast Endurance just for mana efficiency. 2, 3, 6. They can attack with only a few of those. So I guess I'm gonna Riddler first. No, I don't care about them shuffling this. Yes, sure. Then Oculus attacks you. I don't care about shuffling the bombardment again. 14. This warps on the bottom. Endurance. Yeah, I like this for endurance. Here I'm gonna eat my own graveyards. Not a lot of Oculus are going to get played, so Breeding Pool goes there. Taking this 2 gets here. 14. So I have exactly lethal, and a Johnny could be a problem, but I have Scalding here. Destroy Propaganda. Ha! Yeah, that's bad. I guess I don't survive. Yeah, here I needed a second Propaganda. Gonna need to claim my card. That Thraven Charm was huge. Attack with everything. I could be at 14, but this is too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. I don't know. I'm gonna block what I can, and this blocks here, 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 and I still think I get 10 million damage. I gain some life, and I go to -6, -7, -10. Yeah. Disenchant my Propaganda. Yeah, Propaganda is not great against Boros Energy. In that case, Cooling Ritual is a better card. Still. Yeah, if I had another counter in hand, it was good. On my Metaframe profile, you will find all my competitive Magic the Gathering content. You will get deck and sideboard guides, articles with ideas and analysis, and even the decks I will be playing in my next big tournament. I offer one-to-one coaching sessions to help take your game to the next level. Following is completely free, so hit the subscribe button and keep up with everything I post on metafy.gg. So round 4 against Gibby. Not the best hand, but we have Ritual, we have Subtlety, we have Endurance, we have a 2-drop, so all those cards are decent. Surveil, land, yeah, I like land. Let's see if we're playing against Tron or not. Well, this is Eldrazi. This is not Eldrazi. Boros is the deck of the... yeah, I'm gonna let this resolve and play Trainer. Maybe it goes wrong, but whatever. Okay, no hits. Yeah, Trainer has already missed twice. Yeah, the deck doesn't have that many instant sorcery spells. Just a fair trade. Okay, this is Jeskai Blink, which is a much better matchup than Boros. They have Galvanic. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I play like 2 Galvanics. Here, I will Endurance at ambush speed on the top Trainer. My opponent likes to play lands pre-combat. They don't have a Solitude. I cast this. Try to ambush the Monk. They don't have... Yeah, we got an Endurance rolling. This is Teferi, Bones, Endurance. Land gets played. Here I'm resolving Building Ritual. And see what I can do. Okay, I guess this can be Oculus. They need to have Harbinger. I'm gonna Oculus here and hope they don't have Solitude. They didn't Solitude my Endurance earlier, so this could be the spot. Now, this means I have to set Teferi on check. Depends what they do, but if I get to kill Teferi I'm fine. Attack with both into Teferi. Not gonna do weird stuff. What is this? March? Wrath of the Skies exists too. Yeah. They have an energy there. That's bad. They have a spare energy from earlier. Not nice. Okay. So I'm gonna play Coatl, draw a card. They're playing main deck. Cast Endurance, targeting them. Go. Yeah, main deck March. It's uncool. This is Riddler Blinket. Ragavan, yeah. Ragavan. So cast on Ragavan. Okay, then I attack into Teferi with both. What do they have? Philia, okay. Philia just chumps. They are valuing their Teferi highly. I'm gonna put another creature on board. 4 cards. I'm not gonna cast this. Galvanic there, sure. Teferi plus. Ragavan gets played again. 3 cards. If they have a Riddler, that could be a problem. Lage kills Shardless. Ragavan gets dashed. That Wrath of the Skies was disastrous. Attack the Fairy. And here I'm going to cast Coatl first. What I draw? Riddler. Riddler is cool. This, but probably I'm riddling next turn. I'm still trying to get rid of Teferi. And this does it for now. Plus 3 cards. Late again. Ragavan in hand. Probably casting Ragavan. Discharge. Okay. 1 Ragavan remaining. All the removals. Cast with dash. Okay. H-Mace. Now they cannot bones. And I'm gonna draw 2 cards with Riddler. Flare. So 1, 2, 3, 4. With 1 more card, they can flage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can cast spells. Ragavan with dash. 4 mana. I'm not gonna give it the last card. That's correct. Given that if they have a fetch land, then be it Coiling Oracle. They can cast a Coiling Oracle, but I'm gonna kill the Teferi anyway. They had exact mana, exact card, so I need to Flage to be delayed 1 turn. And they revealed another Flage. Another Flage gets revealed. That's not great. I think I finally got rid of the Teferi. I hate that card so much. Teferi, attack, ritual. Ritual gets a Flage and Ragavan in hand. Consign, yes, sure. You can consign your my ritual trigger. Was not something I was gonna use very aggressive here. Okay, so even after this look at Grim, we got to stabilize. Prismatic ending there, yeah, sure. I already have the game I want to play going, so cast Subtlety. This is a lot of tempo. What is tempo? This is tempo. I have a 3/3 and they lost their spell. I could sync the Oracle. It would be truly good. So they have Flage and they put Ragavan on the bottom. I would like to draw a blue land. Oculus seems decent. So I think with Oculus I can attack with everything and just cast Oculus. Fetch lands gets removed. Then Ritual and Coiling Oracle and Coiling. So they will need. Now they need double huge spell. I could flip Harbinger. I guess. They have 1 card. I have a Harbinger. So if I would have not have Flare, I would not flip the Harbinger and keep the thing into support. But with Flare, I'm feeling pretty safe. Disputes, Harbingers got removed. Subtleties is not that great. And that's it. Subtlety was good this game, but it's not a great card in this matchup. And much less after they have a lot of cosigns. I'm gonna mold this. Probably keeping that one. And putting down Endurance. On a mulligan, Riddler is good. Do they have the Monk? No. So here we can surveil. They surveil 2. Arid Mesa and no spells. Edge Mace. That smells like. I'm gonna put Think into the graveyard. And probably passing here. And if they Teferi, I can Ice Fang and Flare with the Fairy. Fable. Yeah, you can have a Fable. Yeah, Fable is okay. It's a strong card on turn 3, this matchup, but I don't want to use my only counter. Draw a land. Perfect. Here I'm gonna Ritual. They can Solitude? No. Yeah, like what the plan is just to get cards that give advantage. Okay, I called Oculus or I call Oracle. I'm going to Oracle. Oculus is 5 cards in hand. Too much of a liability now. Also, they don't want to Solitude Coil and Oracle. That means our Flare is safe. Subtlety and Consign. Sure. This is Lage. Just basic attack. Go to 17. No place. Fetch Mace. Would love to draw a blue fetch or a basic island. Okay. I'm gonna keep the snake. I'm gonna attack first because they could have a subtlety and I don't want to get got by that. And here, Shardless. If they have subtlety, I can block back. They can consign my trigger. Yes, sure. You got to consign my. Okay, literally this card is free. Ritual. I could get Oculus. Oculus is not a bad play here, but I'm gonna still draw cards. I'm still on the draw cards train. Okay, we have an Oculus. They're galvanicking my card. Sure, I'm fine with this happening. 1 energy left. That's relevant. Now they have a Fable going. Not like my dream, but this can be dangerous. I'm gonna play this and cast a Riddler. Strict Serenade. This is non-token, yes. Sure, 3 cards remaining. Another Riddler. This resolves. I draw a card. Dismember. Okay. Here I'm gonna see what and depending on what I get, I maybe dismembering or not. Maybe I dismember the next turn. Warp. That's a Solitude? Solitude hard cast. So I can flare this Solitude. I'm gonna flare with Oracle and Ritual. I'm not dismembering now because now they don't have mana to do this, so I'm just going to hold Dispute. I don't want them to play a Riddler and copy it. They missed a land drop last turn. If they have something, I can always dismember. You see? That was exact spots that I didn't want to happen. That's the reason why I hold the Dispute. How the game evolved, it was very easy for them to have a Riddler. So yeah, they're copying that. I'm gonna block with a bird. I should block probably with both just to save me life. To dismember. Don't want to go to get to Flage. If you have Killer the Mirror. Yeah, but I don't want them to draw the cards with Riddler. And then the Riddler is gonna come and then it will come back next turn. So we don't want that to happen. This gets played. I know that they cannot do that, but if I prefer to stop them on the cast dangerous cards Dispute Oculus, and now I can still dismember. Yeah, Ritual is not going to do anything now. I also have no good hits. Ephemerates. Oof. Holding this dismember. They could have ephemerate the Riddler if I didn't hold Dispute. That's would have not been nice for me. What is this? Failure. I'm at 4. Sure. Trainer. They can blink my. Of course, they draw a land. So okay, they don't have red, so they cannot put a Flage in the graveyard. That's what they are trying, but this doesn't do anything. They're blinking this. Yeah, I don't understand this. Okay, I block me with my 2/2. Oculus comes back. Still not going to fetch to 3 life. We don't want to get eaten by Flage. No reason to play Endurance. No. So I still have lethal next turn. And I want to see what they draw. I don't think they have any outs there, but what's this? 5. Wrath of the Skies. Nice draw, opponent. Not today. Okay, they concede. Yoo-hoo! I think this game we planned quite ahead over our opponent's options and got rewarded by it. Let's finish positive this week. Losing against 2 Boros decks. Alexander Rosdal. Jeskai Generic Blink. Isn't this decent against Jeskai Generic Blink? I've been liking the 2 Riddlers as a endgame. Saga. That's Amulet Titan. Shadow Spear. No, that's Affinity. Sing goes to the grave. Affinity. They could have Opal and land. Springs. Emery, no? Fetch. I'm gonna fetch for Forest. They sometimes have Pith and Needle. Beat Affinity the other day, thanks to Propaganda. Let's see if we can repeat Bubble. They can get Bubble, I don't care. Mox. Yeah. 4 cards. Cast. That's a lot of critical mass. I'm gonna play Quaddle, see what happens. You draw 2. Play Otawara. And I'm flaring munitions for sure. Harbinger of the Seas. Great. Great draw here. Yeah, they didn't got the explosive starts, so we are fine. They're missing 1 artifact for Kappa. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They cast something. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens. I could have a Kappa, which I don't enjoy. Pith and Needle. Dismember there. If this was a 0 drop, that would have been a problem, but okay, so this is no Mr. Rainforest. Yeah. Quaddle. Draw Rainforest. Yeah, sure. 3, 6. So I have options. They probably don't have. Can play Oculus, but Oculus do not. So what do I do against a Kappa? First, they block. Okay, that means that if they want to get rid of Oculus, they will need some 3, 6. They will need to crack this. I have not played the lands. They can have another thing that does 2 per in hand. They can have double Kappa, 3, 6. I force them to crack. I think I'm forcing them to crack the and play this tapped. So I'm forcing them to crack the spell bomb. This doesn't get me ahead by too much. But, okay, now they are going to play a Kappa. Okay, Force of Negation. Would have been a good draw. Oracle, Riddler, Subtlety. Subtlety is also a good draw for the future. So, this gets warped. We need to get another snow land on board. What is this? Seems a lot like the double Kappa hand. KS, thank you for the follow. So this is not an artifact that enters, so I can block this turn. It will be a turn that I cannot block, but sink. Gonna cast this, draw land. Plus it's cast flare. So I will have to flare that and cast it tapped. Okay. Good. Did I put on top? Yes, of course. That's the best card I can draw, period. So flare that. I should have blocked. Yeah, I don't have. The Mr. Rainforest is needled, so I cannot do that. 5 cards. If the Mr. Rainforest was not needled, I would have done that, but this. I'm gonna force the Pith and Needle. The Pith and Needle of Mr. Rainforest got me very hard. I needed that mana a few times. Think. Yeah, sure. So, okay. So, Ritual, Riddler, Warp goes on the bottom. Harbinger, Shardless, Trainer. I guess Trainer? Ritual. If I survive one more turn. This Pinnacle Emissary. 5. Okay, that's lethal. Ah! Close. Close. Yeah, Pith and Needle. Pith and Needle. Harbingers, Endurances, Disputes, Claims, Propagandas. I can cut 1 Shardless and some Subtleties. We need to counter the most of the spells. Shardless Agent. It's Nature's Claim. I can cut a Coil and Oracle. And probably 1 Flare. Maybe I can go down to 1 Subtlety. Yeah. Gonna keep 1 Subtlety there, and that's it. Okay, this hand is niche. I would have loved to have a fetch land there, but whatever. I can't dismember on 1. They have the Token Maker, so no spells. If I think it's super turn 1, I'm giving away too much info. So here, Calling Oracle, and a Dispute. Dagger. Dagger can be troublesome. Clear that. Riddler. And I'm gonna play Riddler because in worst case they are gonna keep on the saga plan if I hold up mana. So I need to draw a 3rd land. If I don't get to a 3rd land, this is not gonna be nice. Okay, third land. So here, survey land, dismember, hedge maze. They probably have cut the. No, I want to draw some spell now. They probably have cut the Pithy Needle, but I don't want to get got by that. Wielding Jar. Another saga. Oof, that's terrible. Mox. Dismember. Damage. Don't get. Double saga. Trainer. Rebuke. Dispute. Propaganda. Propaganda is good against the construct plan. Now I would wish to draw fourth land. Galvanic. Sure. Mana. Propaganda forces them or to play something or to attack. If they attack, I'm dead on board. Oh, no, they are missing 1 mana to lethal me. What is this? Mox. Ravager. Not happening today. Dispute, force, dispute. Propaganda. Yeah, the card is good against prowess. Yeah, maybe I should just try to not beat prowess and whatever. 4, 6, 7. So they pay. I go to 1. Oof, not gonna be easy. Okay, this is somewhat of a plan. And they can pay both. Okay. That. Yeah, propaganda has not been great. We have played against 3 or 4, 5 matches against the bad matchups. Like this deck has 3 bad matchups, and my league has been 3 games against Boros, Affinity, and another Boros. So I guess it's fine. I don't know. Maybe I should just concede the prowess game and play Cooling Ritual, which is better against Boros and probably Affinity. It's medium against both. Do you think Jeskai is a good matchup? Yes, I'm pretty sure that Jeskai is a good matchup. The max experience have been winning most of the Jeskai games, and I've been the data says the same. Data is on my side here on Jeskai Blink has only a 38% against Simic Ritual. So I lost the game against Affinity after casting Cooling. Yeah, I know. There is no great card against that matchup, I think. Also, there are 3 bad matchups. Prowess, Affinity, and Boros. And the rest for this deck are pretty decent matchup. Like, it beats most of the decks, like, pretty good. So just try to face the decks you win. So I think the deck is in a good position. So if I keep playing against the bad matchups all the time, that's not a chance you can hold. Like, my leagues are 3 games against one of the 3 decks and then the rest against the rest. Cooling should improve Boros. Yeah. On the cards that you can play, it's Propaganda. In my testing has been the best one against Prowess. Cooling is the best one against Boros. And then cards like Horkis Recall is the best one against Affinity. But you have only some spots to play in the sideboard against those decks. And no card is better against one or another. So what can we do? Yeah, it's probably just the best to ignore Prowess and run away. I haven't played Propaganda against the Boros deck, so in my mind it was not good, but I wanted to try it. It did not cut there. Against Prowess it was very good. Against Affinity it did things, not like it's the best card, but like always double Saga. So third Affinity and Prowess and hedge the rest. Yeah. At the end, I think for each big tournament you have to decide on what you want to get lucky against and just try to go for it. It's the same of Nature's Claim, like players are playing Vexing Babel. Nature's Claim is better against that, but then Force of Vigor is better against Affinity. Nature's Claim is still good, but not great. So you try to go somewhere, and at the end, if you tell me what is going to be my tournament, the day one, my matchups, I can decide, but I cannot build a sideboard that beats every deck, and that's quite hard. I could cut a Harbinger of the Seas, which is only a real card against Amulet Titan and the Eldrazi decks. I still think that not playing the third Magus of the Seas in the sideboard makes your matchup against Amulet a bit worse, so it's like one spot for that matchup that's going to be quite popular. It's a matchup lottery. Out of Tretch I played 3 times against Ooh. I played against one Breach and Tier event and ranked 65. Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky. Like here, let's see this Gianluca, who got top 4 at the Italian Nationals this weekend that Piegonti won. Play it once against Affinity and won, 0 times against Prowess. Swamp Solving Go, thanks for the follow. So it's at the end a bit of, he had Fire Magic in the sideboard, which is one of the best cards against Affinity and probably also Boros. So it depends at the end to decide on what to try to beat, what to not try to beat. If this would have been Prowess, probably he would have won. So yeah. Maybe you can run away with 2 Magos of the Seas, maybe. Isn't Fire Magic good against our own pile of 1/1s? It doesn't matter much because you trade them and you got them. I'm thinking of Fire Magic, and the biggest issue is that it doesn't kill Guide of Souls or a Ajani. So sometimes you will have to Fire Magic and the Ajani flips, and that's terrible. And so I've been thinking this morning a lot about that and come to the conclusion that that's not great. Hi Masalpa, thanks for the bits. I'm looking for a guide for the Mono Blue Tron. Where can I find one? Thanks and happy Monday. If I have to bet, there was one player who always plays Tron. Blue Tron, what's the name? If you are wanting to play the one from Worlds, probably if you search on the team of Luis Salvato, you can find something. Because they played Blue Tron at Worlds. But let me see. I am in a Tron Discord. Which is it? Trejo was the name of the player. We already played Tron. No, we are going to play it now. I trophy after your guide, but now I'm 112 since yesterday. No, it's probably that. Also now people know that you're on Tron, and that changes a bit. Blue Tron, not a lot of messages. Probably if Salvato Tron guide. Yeah, I cannot find here, but yeah. Trejon. Derolo, no. Trejon. Yeah. Seems like Trejon has not a Patreon, but they play a lot of Blue Tron. This is a player. Probably if you reach to them, they can give you a better insight. That's their YouTube channel. So Twitch, YouTube. Yeah, not like any. I watched all your Simic videos and the deck looks strong into the best decks, but someone weak into the metagame. Yeah, it's like all decks are weak or strong against some decks. So here we have the matrix. Like what decks are good against most? Like Amulet Titan is good against a lot of the field, but still has some rough matchups. Like in tier 2 decks. Like Simic Ritual, Belcher, not great in Boros Energy and Esper. Like, great deck. One of the decks I will play. Jeskai Blink has a bit gone down lately because now people are starting to adapt, but still a very good deck on the 50s and very good matchups. Then some bad matchups in Ritual and Ruby Storm. But Ruby Storm is a deck that it's not played. Why do you like this over, say, your second choice? My second choice will be Eldrazi Tron, but Eldrazi Tron has a terrific matchup against Jeskai Blink and has a terrific matchup against Amulet Titan. Those are the 2 decks I expect to face the most. So I want a deck that's in the winners metagame beat these 2 decks. That's the reason I'm not playing Eldrazi Tron. It's at Prowess, I'm fine with it. Then you are difficult against Affinity, but then you have a lot of decent or 50-50 matchups. So that will be my second deck, but it's not in the best position for the metagame. Do you think I didn't wrecked? I don't think that you beat with Pyroclams the red decks. I'm pretty sure you don't do that. Pyroclast is so bad against Prowess. You just cast a spell and everything is left. 3 months? No, I'm looking at 30 days, not 3 months. I can look at 15 days, 50 days. So Jeskai Blink is even a bit more down the rabbit hole. And is it Prowess? Prowess is so bad. Boros Energy is another of the good decks I think are fine to play. For me, the top decks of the tournament are Jeskai Blink, Amulet Titan, and Boros Energy, followed by Affinity, Gorgeous, and Simic Ritual. So those are the 6 decks that I expect to be playing at the RC, and that should do well. So then probably Pro is the next one, and Domain. Yeah, Dimir Frog has gotten up a bit, but still is just more of a coin flip than on playing a weighted coin. Root Shift combo also fine, but it's the same as Frog. It's like these both decks are literally 50-50 matchup lottery, while the other decks have a 70% matchup lottery where it's good. Look at Ruby Storm. Ruby Storm is decent, but the total is 95 matchups, mostly coming from a few grinders, and the deck is quite bad against Affinity, quite bad against Amulet Titan, because Amulet Titan now plays Vexing Bubble in the main deck. Then it's good, it's a strong deck, but also you have good matchups. Is Simic good enough for Unburst? I think yes. I think the deck is very decent. I like it. I'm still holding with my choice. I don't believe Ruby Storm is bad. Yeah, the data on Ruby Storm is too low. 95 matches, like 6 matches against Amulet. That means that Amulet won 4 and Ruby Storm won 2. This is like no info. But I feel that the Ruby Storm metagame is a harsh one. On Jeskai Blink with all the Consign and the Solitudes is never great. Affinity is a bad matchup. Amulet Titan, let me say it's 50-50. If it Prowess is a bad matchup, for sure. Like, if it Prowess is a very bad matchup, then this is 50-50. But I feel if the Prowess player is a bit good, you lose. Then, okay, Boros Energy is favorable. Yeah, the creature deck, Esprit Reanimator. Esprit Reanimator is a bit of a tricky matchup because if you're playing in the dark against them, you're probably favorite game 1, but if they know you are on Storm, it's a bit less good. So I'm fine with my deck.